Hey there, guys. I've gotten a few requests to talk about the 7th anniversary currency, the replica lapis. How do you get it? What do you do with it? What should I pick? Stuff like that. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you my opinions and some information about the anniversary special currency and all that. So first of all, let's pop over to the Vortex. So there's the Lucky 7 Celebration daily quest in the Vortex. You're going to want to do this quest once a day, every single day. Now, in order to do the Lucky 7 Celebration daily quest, it requires a Lucky 7 Celebration key. And you can only do it once per day. These keys come from login rewards and events. So if you didn't do the Richt story event yet, go do his story event. That'll give you a few keys. You get a few from logins. It seems like for the first week, veteran players are only getting 5 keys in total. So we are not going to be able to run this quest 7 times this week. Each time you do the quest, you're going to get 700 replica lapis from doing this quest. Now, I am told that part of the returning player comeback campaign does include these keys. So if you're a returning player, you haven't logged in for like months at a time, and you just came back for the anniversary, you're going to be getting extra keys. So you'll be able to do this quest every single day. For the rest of us, for veteran players, we cannot do this every day. We can only do it 5 times this week. Make sure you do it all 5 times. And then starting next week, we should, I assume, get more keys from next week's event, next week's login rewards, etc. And we can do it for more. So, do this once a day if you have a key. Once you run out of keys, if you're a veteran player, you've got to wait till next week to do more. But that's going to give you 700 replica lapis per day. Other sources of replica lapis are from login rewards, of course. We got some from the producers present. You can also, if you so choose, go to the summon tab and load it up. Come on, game. In the summon tab, there's this special summon over here, the select step up ticket summon. Part of the reward here is 2,000 replica lapis. I also think there's replica lapis in the bundle shop. That would be for cash, I think. Also, returning players get more replica lapis as well. So returning players get a whole lot of bonus stuff. For the veteran players, we're not getting quite as much. But let's go over to the replica lapis shop and take a look at what's available. So in the shop tab, go to the exchange shop. And then down here, about halfway down, is the lapis replica exchange category. This is going to be where you spend that replica lapis. Now, if you're a veteran player, you're not getting comeback rewards. If you have not bought any additional replica lapis, for example, done the step up summon or bought any cash bundles, you should have, as of July 2nd on Sunday, you should have 10,200 replica lapis. I spent 5,000 already, so I have 5,200 remaining. But if you didn't spend any yet and you didn't get any extra sources by paying for it, you should have 10,200 currently. Now, as far as the shop, what is in the shop and what is worth buying? It's looking like veteran players will probably not get enough replica lapis to buy out everything in the shop. So you're going to have to pick and choose what is available. A comeback player is going to be getting a lot more replica lapis. I don't know how much more. But again, I would just buy these things on a priority system. And then if you have extra by the end of the campaign, spend it on what you want. Maybe they can clear the shop out. I don't know. Probably not, but who knows? We'll see. So, what is good in the shop? So one of the highest value things is scrolling all the way to the bottom in this shop. and you can get 50 fragments for Eternal Radiance Elena. She's a brand new unit. She's relatively good. She does have some flaws. That's not really what this video is about, though. But she's still an overall good unit. And you can get 50 of her fragments for 5,000 replica lapis. That's equivalent to getting a free copy of Elena, although you would still need one copy in advance. But yeah, so 50 fragments is equal to a copy of the unit. And that's pretty high value, I think. That is what I have so far bought. I bought that first. If you're going for Elena and she's not already EX3, I would say this is worth 5,000 of your coins, in my opinion. If you don't care about Elena, then obviously don't worry about her fragments. Now, after that, we've got a few other things to get. Honestly, all the stuff down here, absolutely don't spend your fragments on things like turtles, cactuars. I wouldn't buy the crowns either. I wouldn't buy the crystals. Don't buy STMR moogles. Absolutely don't buy Fortisite. Don't buy yellow pearls. If you're a hardcore collector and you don't have, Adele, Charlotte Faisless, or Golden Riser, I mean, that's your decision. I would say absolutely do not buy these units. They are totally worthless from a meta viewpoint. But if you're a collector, you do you. But I personally would not recommend buying any of those. The 1/10 NV tickets are okay. So you would get a guaranteed Neo for the cost of 3,000 total replica lapis. That's okay. I wouldn't recommend it. That's definitely low priority. So the rest of the stuff is where I would say you want to spend with these 5 tickets. Now, from these 5 tickets, I would say getting a guaranteed payout is the way to go first. So the guaranteed payout would be the selection ticket, because you get to pick the unit and get them guaranteed, no randomness. And then the fragment picks, because then you can pick 50 fragments, which is equivalent to a unit of your choice. I would say these two are the most important. I would start with this one. So real quick, what can this unit select fragment ticket give us? We're going to go back to the exchange shop, and just below the lapis shop is the ticket exchange for, this is where you spend that ticket. And you can choose a Neo of choice, except for premiums. You cannot get premiums from this. And the pick goes all the way until Irvine. So Irvine and older, but not premiums. So, what in this ticket shop is worth getting? I'm not going to go over a whole unit review, but I'll just briefly touch on a few of them. So Irvine, honestly, I wouldn't recommend him. Nora or Dwayne are both very good damage dealers in Clash of Wills. If you don't have one of them, they're probably worth picking up. If you don't have either of them, maybe Dwayne is probably a little bit better than Nora, I feel like, but they're both decent. They both also have kind of some headaches with them, but they're good units. If you care more about dark visions, then Black Blades of Flame Reagan and Red-Eyed Saul are very good dark visions breakers. If you don't have either of them, those might be a good picks. I'm probably going to be picking these units because I already have the rest of them, but I already have Nora, Dwayne, etc. But if you didn't, they're probably more important in my opinion. But anyway, Red-Eyed Saul, Blades of Flame Reagan, both very good picks. Angeal, kind of whatever. Genesis is good, but only if you have the Dazzling card. If you don't, he's a massive skip. I wouldn't get Fina. These are all terrible units. These are all bad units. Melissa is another top tier unit. And if you don't have Melissa, honestly speaking, I'd say she's probably the number 1 in this entire list. So if you don't have Melissa, absolutely grab her first priority over anyone else. Get Melissa. She's the best unit in this whole category, according to me. Abigail is also really good. If you have Elena, Abigail's maybe not as important. I talked about the differences between those in my preview video, but Abigail's still pretty good. The rest of these are big no's. I love Bart's, but he's not that good. The rest of the stuff is just really old and not really valuable. But if you want something older, pick it. It's up to you. It's your ticket. Anyway, let's go back to the exchange shop. So, the exchange shop. Okay, so the next pick I would do would be the NV Fragment Select ticket. You get 5 of these. So these tickets can be used, one ticket can go for 10 unit fragments from the same list we just saw. So from Irving and beyond, or Irving and previous, you can get one ticket is 10 fragments. You could use all 5 tickets to get 50 fragments per unit. So this is basically like another unit of choice, although this is only for 50 fragments. Now these can also be used on premiums at half the value. So 5 of these tickets would be 25 premium fragments. If you still need fragments for Flaring Rain or something like that, this could be worth it. I probably would say still go for a regular unit because you get double value on regular units. So I would spend this on like Melissa, Dwayne, Nora, Red-Eyed Saul, something like that. I wouldn't go with a premium with this, but again, it's your choice. After that, what do you pick next? So we have 3 options. We can have either the just plain old regular guaranteed Neo 10+1. We can also get this 7th anniversary 10+1. Now, I don't have a lot of information on what these tickets do. Is the +1 a guaranteed Neo? If so, this is really good. It's cheaper than the other one. If the +1 is a rainbow, then I'd go for a guaranteed over a +1 rainbow. But yeah, I don't actually know. If anyone has details, let me know in the comments about what this 10+1, what the +1 is. Is it a guaranteed Neo? I don't actually know. Then we have this 7th anniversary summon ticket. This is a special 7 summon. Let's go to the banner real quick and look. So that one cost a lot of replica lapis. But let's go over to the banner and real quick we're going to look at it. That's going to be spent over here in the limited time tab right here. So that ticket is for this. You get 3 random pulls and then 4 guaranteed premium Neos from a limited premium pool. Now you might be thinking to yourself, 4 guaranteed premiums, that's amazing. That's what you think at first. Then you look at the image and you look at the premiums available. You'll start to realize the majority of these premiums are power crept and no longer useful. So like Yuna, Arin, Jekt, the game hates Final Fantasy X. These are all straight bad units. Esther is really old and not that useful anymore. Yuffie and Cloud are honestly not that great. Aerith has uses, but still not that special. Dark Rain is sort of getting power crept these days. Knights of Grandchild is still decent, but still, he's definitely falling behind. Wilk is a meme. He's terrible. The old premiums like Sepha and Sephiroth and Tifa. They were good once upon a time. They are not anymore. They are very power crept. Tyvis, power crept. Tyvis does get crowns in the future. Even after his crowns, he's still not that super good. So he's basically power crept. New Guardian Titus, good STMR. The unit does get crowns. The crowns don't really save him. So again, power crept. So really, the only units that are even of any value in this guaranteed pull would be the Return Fina or the Warrior's Prayer Dark Fina. They're still very good dark and light buffers. Ibarra, obviously amazing if you need her. Flaring Rain, obviously amazing if you don't have him yet. Dark Lineage Laswell, he's okay. He's more of a vision card than a unit, but he's got a good vision card. And then Deoxys, again, a vision card. Good vision card, though, takes EX3. And then Zac, honestly, same thing. Like, Zac's not going to be used as a unit, but he is a good vision card. So, really, there's a high chance of getting, like, Jekt, Tifa, and Yuna if you do this pull or something. So, you've got to really consider. I, personally, will not be going for this unless I get enough. I get enough to get it after getting their primary stuff. Because the problem is, like, even though it's a guaranteed 4 guaranteed premiums, like, of the 15 premiums, there's maybe 3 good. So there's like a 12 out of 15 chance you're gonna get trolled by the premium pull, because most of them are power crept and useless these days. And that costs 16,000 replica lapis. So my personal priority, what I am going to be buying in this order, I started with the Alena fragments. I'm going to be buying this ticket for 7,000 when I can afford it, probably next week. Then I'm going to buy the Fragment Select tickets. Then I'm going to probably just save up until the last day and see how many a veteran player gets in total. Then I will decide, am I spending the remainder on this? If this is a guaranteed +1 Neo, I'll probably buy these. If it's a rainbow, then no. If it's a rainbow, I'll probably go for this. And then if we have huge amounts left over, I'll grab this and get myself, another copy of Sephiroth and Auron. So there's my thoughts on Anniversary. So make sure you're doing the special daily quest every single day, as long as you have keys. Once your keys run out, you've got to wait for the next week's events until Anniversary goes until like the end of August. So we'll be getting more Anniversary stuff as we go on. But okay, there's my information and opinions on the replica lapis. Hope it helps. See you in a bit.